Twisted Big D here. It's 5:30 in the morning. 26 degrees outside. Me and Giffty still on our way to Plainview, Texas with our first load. And it's cold outside. I just went inside the store, used the restroom, take care of my hair and my makeup and everything, and we're ready to get this truck moving. Well, it's time to roll out of here. It's time to hit the road. And I told my student, be in the driver's seat at a certain time. The driver's seat is empty. It's all good. We're not on a like extremely tight load, so it's all good, but that seat is empty. Whenever that seat should have somebody in it, and we should be pulling out of here. We already have our 10-hour break. We're probably at 10 hours and probably 20 minutes. So I'm gonna have to talk to him. Nothing big. I'm just gonna be like, look, dude, you need to set your alarm earlier so you can get up and be in that seat and ready to go whenever it's time to go. Also, whenever he gets back, we still need to do pre-trip. Now, I did my pre-trip in the morning, so I know that the vehicle's safe. I walked around it and everything this morning, making sure it's safe. Lights are on it. Checked all the lights. Checked the release handle, safety latch. Checked the locking jaws to make sure it's fully locked around the kingpin. Checked my tires. Check everything that I need to check in the morning, and I'm ready to go. I've done a lot this morning, but empty seat. This is first day getting up, so I'm sure that he wasn't maybe not used to what time he needed to get up to be ready for work. Even though I told him what time to be up, what time he needed to be in that seat. It's a learning experience. I have some guys are on time, some guys are not up on time. Well, we had a great day driving today. Doing excellent. We're taking a 30-minute break right now. I let all my students back into the spots and we work on it from there. And I know a lot of people might say, oh man, he drove through the line. What if a truck was there? That's not what I'm trying to do here. What I'm trying to do is just get them in the habit of moving each piece. So what we did is we're going over the line, which is fine. I wanted him to realize that we're trying to put the tail in there. Once we put that tail in there, that's whenever we started working on the head, figuring out which way we needed to push the head to get it in the space. Once we got the head in there, then we brought the truck around on it. And we pulled up a couple times. Whenever I ended that video, it was time to get off of the video and get on to actually talking to him. because we did a pull up and I wanted to make sure that we really understood how to do it. So we pulled up, we worked on controlling the head, controlling everything, trying to make the yellow line parallel to the side of the trailer. If the side of the trailer was yellow, 2 yellow parallel lines, they'll never run into each other. And then I also explained to him different methods of backing and stuff like that. I think he's starting to eye for it. So he gets some experience every day out here backing. In this truck stop, see that? That's a pull through over there. We could have been lazy and just did a pull through. Well, it's not really lazy. It's a lot better than backing. We could have did a pull through, but why not give them more experience, letting them back the truck? That's more experience. He's feeling the motions of the truck moving backwards. I mean, there was a bunch of empty spots. Alright, I'm going in the store, use the restroom. Probably get me something to eat in the truck, like a sandwich. So this is what I'm eating today, a ready-made meal in a bag. You just throw the whole thing in there, turn the microwave on. Let's see here. Oh, missed. It's in there. Just start up the microwave, let that thing cook. Then I'm gonna get a fork or a spoon out of the drawer and I'm gonna open that sucker up, and that's my meal for my break time. It's pretty good. It's real good. I like, they taste better than the trays that you eat that I showed in the last video. Those usually need some salt and stuff like that, but it's pretty good stuff. And it just takes like a couple minutes to cook it. My microwave sounds bad because after all the beating on the road and stuff, the little spinning part doesn't spin no more. It's real good. So like my plate's thrown around on the microwave. I'm actually surprised that I still have a plate because, as my wife knows, I like to break those. I'll try it clean. I'll take it out the microwave. The one time I took one out the microwave at my house when we were had a place in La Mesa together, me and my wife, took the plate out, I washed it, went to put it back in there, dropped it, boom. That thing's disintegrated. I mean, it just turned to dust. You couldn't even find big pieces of it. It just turned to dust. So yeah, I have a history of breaking those, so I don't even take it out the microwave much unless it's right over my bed. And I wipe it down really good and then I put it back in there. See that long, that's all it needs. Hot food, you cut that sucker open and dig in. Food in a bag. It's almost like home cooking, I guess. No, it's not like home cooking. My wife's a way better cook than Campbell's. Campbell's really needs to get on some spices or something. So how was your day, Giffty?
It was, I mean, driving was great, but it was a long day. At the end, I started getting tired. Got a lot of miles in.
Let's see how many miles you did.
Messaging. You have 3 hours and 28 minutes of remaining drive time.
So you did 533 miles today. That's a full shift right there.
Did I really do that many?
Yep, 533 right there.
Wow. 533 miles. I'm shocked.
He was running hard today. He has 1 hour and 2 minutes left on his drive line. So he really ran today. How do you think your driving is compared to yesterday?
If we just go by it yesterday, I think I improved 80% at least.
Yeah, at least 80%. He kept it in the lines today for the most part. He traced the lines he needed to trace to keep it wide on the curves. He was checking his mirrors. I really didn't have to tell him much. So he's doing great. he just made it all the way to another truck stop. We're in Effingham. They have a lot of good food in Effingham, like right across the street over there. We're at the Flying J, but right across the street over there is the TA. I usually walk over there, and on the other side of it, they have a Little Panda. They have a Taco Bell over there, and that TA over there, they also have a Dunkin' Donuts. So, you know, that's good coffee for in the morning, if they're open by the time we get up. Hopefully they will be, because I really like my Dunkin', but they might not be. But he did awesome today. Good job, and he's gonna keep on improving. We went through traffic today. He loved driving through the big city. He loved being in the middle of all those cars. But instead of going around Indianapolis, I just had him go right through the middle of it. So he was getting some experience around a bunch of cars today, and you know, the more he experiences and the more we push him, the better he's going to become. So Giffty decided to go on a little walk. I'm hoping after his walk he comes back and does some pre-trip tonight. I don't know how far he's walking, but he said he's going to go on a little walk. He's going to get him a shower tonight over here at the Flying J. He's going to get him a shower so he can sleep better. And I'm going to go across the street and eat. I don't know if y'all wanted to go with me to go eat or not, but I'm probably just going to go over there by myself. My friend Oren is supposed to be on his way to this truck stop to meet up with us. So maybe I'll call him after I make this video. We'll go over there and eat. He's a good friend of mine. He's a great guy. You know, if you want another trainer that's going to give it to you straight and be honest with you and be blunt with you, he's another good one. And I'm wearing this orange seatbelt still. I don't know why. I guess it's comfortable. Keeps me from falling out the seat, I guess. I don't know. Kind of makes it look like we're riding in a moving vehicle, but if you see the steering wheel over there, there's no one in it. You know, I wouldn't be making videos while the truck's running down the road anyways, besides like using the camera mount or the mount and videotaping like maybe a segment of driving or something like that. Like, I'm not gonna hold this phone and record. I mean, or no, I'm definitely not gonna set it up and sit here and record while the truck's moving, me and my student, because really I'm watching the mirrors and the road as much as he is, if not more. I think Giffty told me that I check the mirrors more than he does. Well, that's because I'm making sure we're staying safe and I'm making sure we're doing the right thing. Well, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the comments down there. Leave me some comments. I like talking. Somebody the other day, I forgot who, I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but a guy asked me about how I go down icy road or icy grade in an automatic. Well, it was great talking to him. I love talking to him. So like, I explained to him what I do. What I do is what the primes taught me to do in their class, because you know, that's the knowledge they gave me. And what I do is I lightly press on the brake pedal till the lights of the trailer comes on. Not enough to actually engage the brakes, because we don't want to heat the brakes up and smoke them and catch them on fire and none of that. What we want to do is lightly press on the brakes. We're going to have the lights of the trailer come on back there, like the brake lights, but we're not engaging the brake. That will hold the transmission in a gear. So then you just pretty much do it like you would do a manual truck. You can downshift until you're in a low enough gear to go down it. Use that transmission to go down it. Whenever you need a brake, you're going to be going low enough that you can control the speed. You're going to be going slow enough you can control the speed. So I'll find me a safe speed. We'll say our safe speed's 45 miles an hour. I'm just coming up with a random number here, but we'll say since the roads are bad, we're doing 45, if not 35, whatever. I'm just coming up with a number. So if that's my safe speed, that's the fastest I want to let it get. So I'm going to bring it down to 40. Whenever it's at 40 miles per hour, it'll build some speed back up. Whenever it gets to 45, I'm going to use the brake and I'm going to break it back down to 40. That way I'm keeping it below my safe speed. 45 is my safe speed. I feel comfortable doing 45, but I want to keep it underneath 45. If I'm going 5 miles under 45, I'm doing a really safe speed in my book. So I'm just going to keep on doing that until I get all the way down, and it should be a nice firm press of the brake to slow it down 5 miles per hour within 2 seconds. And now you want to be off the pedal again at least 2 seconds. So it's the same as you would do in a manual truck. Is the same you'll do in automatic. The only thing is you're not completely letting go of that brake. You're bringing your foot all the way up enough just to keep the brake lights on the trailer and not engage the brake. And you can feel it on that pedal down there. Well, hit that subscribe button, everybody, that this is your first time. Yo, keep the comments coming. I love comments. So I love talking, if you haven't noticed. I'm out. Be safe out there, everybody.